Hello and welcome back to Icarus. We have a bit of a storm brewing here, so we're gonna just kind of hang out in the camp a little bit. Once the storm's over, we need to do some more exploring. Let's take a look in here, see if we've got any good food. We've got some stringy meat on us, so that's good. I'd love to get an emu today. They are quick, agile, and trouble. So, the storm's really kicking up. So we're gonna just sit down and watch the fire for a minute. And kind of do some planning. So we have 2 tech points that we can unlock. We're up to tier 3. We can do some of the basic stuff now. Question is, what do we want to get focused on? I think we need to get copper and gold going here with deep mining so that we can focus on electronics. A water pump would be fantastic. A portable beacon would be helpful. And although I think a windmill would look cool, it basically works the same as a mortar and pestle, but I think it would look pretty cool for the base. So we're going to unlock that. And I do want to get into weaponry at some point. So this takes platinum, which is expensive, gold and copper wire, steel and glass. That raises the question. You can make glass, that's not a problem. But kitchen bench would allow us to make some other stuff which could be useful. I can't remember. Did we unlock the glassmaker's bench? Oops. No, we haven't. So one of the things we do need to do is the glass maker's bench. The question is, where is that at? Some fishing bench. Get into beehives. We got a lot of things to unlock, and it is getting really loud out there. We definitely want to get... Oh, we did upgrade the stone. Alright, so is it tier 3 that we get the glass crafter? We do need to get an upgrade to our forge for making items. That requires some outside stuff. A biofuel oxide dissolver would be kind of handy. I don't know. Biofuel fireplace. Smoker would be kind of fun. There's the glass working bench. So we unlock some more points, we can get jars and bottles so we can actually make some stuff. So to make that, we need rope and iron. This. We have some iron laying around. I don't think we do, unless I put it in the anvil. We do! Yay! It's been a while since I've been here. No, we only needed 6. Well, not the end of the world. That in there. We're going to go put the stone in the mason bench. The storm is finally passing. We have our glass fabrication station, and we're running out of room to put stuff. So we're gonna have to start putting stuff in the middle of the room. Oops. Okay. To make glass, we put silica in the fire pit. Yep. That means we need silica, and we've been going through a lot of silica, I think. We're gonna have to get some silica today. Yep. Alright, and we're gonna have to start working on organizational skills. Well, it looks like we need to repair that knife before we do anything, or that could be bad while we're out and about. Alright, let's go check on Benny. Hey Benny, how you doing? Look like you leveled up, so we've got a point in you to allocate. I'm gonna put this in here because that'll unlock speed. Just take that stuff off of you. And we'll use up a bunch of these resources. Put the stone in here. Drop the rest of the stuff here. Nice. How are we looking? We've got O2 and we've got some water. It's a good start. It is late afternoon, so we're going to go look for some oxide, but we're not going too terribly far until morning. There we go. I've found that when creatures are laying down and you sit on them, the view gets a little wonky. There's a lot of not nice creatures floating around. A wolf, a terror horse, and that jaguar we saw, which caused me to turn away. Alright. Oxide. You might be better off going on the other side of the valley. No, not oxide, silica. Collect as much as we can. So we want to make some glass so we have it readily available. Don't lay down, buddy. Tell you what, why don't you follow me for a while? And we'll pick up silica and we'll head back before dark. Probably already have enough. Pathing is not your strong suit, is it, pal? Well, that's a dead rabbit. That should actually be enough. We're gonna head back to camp. Get some dinner. Make sure that Benny's got food and water. Restock a few things ourselves. Get a good night's sleep so we can head out in the morning. Do some prospecting. Should see what we need for that windmill too. Right now camp kind of blends in with the background, but we'll deal with that. Actually, once we get glass production going, we should be able to make windows. Okay. He's out of food and water. We need some water now. There we go. And we're gonna have to find him food in the morning. It's getting a little dark to see. No, I forgot you're on follow me. You lay down. Okay. Alright, so we've got some silica. Let's go ahead and let's just make a bunch of glass out of that after the other ores are done. Now, for our windmill, we need a bunch of rope, some stone, and refined wood. Not a problem. 40 refined wood. Okay. We've got that. And more storms. We got stone. So if we put this in here and we search that again, we should be just down to rope. Yep. We need 19 of them. Craft that. And we're going to stay up until the storm blows over. Let's go have some dinner while we're sitting here. Wait. Let's have some ribs tonight. Tasty. So we're level 24. We've got a ways to go to 25. Dude, we should be able to unlock some additional stuff. Ouch. We should probably check to see how bad our structure's being damaged. We have a lot longer with this building, but I'll just deal with the roof. You know, I'm going to want a stone platform for the windmill. I think that's going to make it look the best. So we need leather and nails. It looks like we may have to do some hunting. We've got some leather. And we can make nails. Finish fixing the roof. That's not bad enough to worry about. Whoa. This is a storm. Very good one. Let's put this in here. I think we want a 4x platform with stone for that. And we can do that. Let's see what we can make. Alright, so the storm's over. While things are wrapping up, let's get a good night's sleep. And it's morning. Alright, we're going to grab these to start with. Our hammer is badly in need of replacement or repair. We needed a rope to do the windmill. And then grab that. Come out to this guy, and we can add rotten flesh there so that we can drive off the predators a little longer. Alright. Grab that. We'll come back for the rest of it. And then, oh, did it finish? Yeah, it did. Alright. Okay. So the question is, where do we want to put this? I don't want to put it right on this. So let's come out there and do this. Yeah, that'll work. So we're going to put stone floor in because it's going to be exposed to the outside. And we're going to do that, rotate that, and then we're gonna put our mill down. Cool. Now if we put a couple of stairs up there, ooh, I got an idea, even better. I like this idea. We need 2 more of those half platforms. I can make stairs out of these, and I can center it on that. Alright. So I do that one, and then I do this one. Like that, and then I've got a step up here, which looks a little bit different. And we've got our windmill. Nice. And it's spinning pretty good. All right. We made a nice looking little... Oh, I forgot I've got the wood thing on for stone. Well, it'll look like that until we... gonna just this, that works a little better anyway. So stone outside, wood interior. Yep, I like the way that looks. Nice. Progress has been made. So the question is, what do we need to focus on next? Let's see how this is doing. It's converting resources just fine, but everything that we can do in here can now be done out there, which is cool. I'm going to make those for eventually when I need them. Do that, because we're going to need those. Alright. We need to get food for Benny here. And we need to get all kinds of stuff. I'm not even sure where to start anymore. So, let's head up this way. The berries Benny would eat, but they don't go very far. We kind of need to start getting into farming because it's going to be hard to feed Benny and another. We need leather, so we're going to go ahead and harvest this boy. Okay. What we really need is a cave where we can go and do some mining. It's the best way to get XP. Probably gonna need to get into stone too. Wow. So there's a named wolf up there. That's not good. That'll eat us pretty fast. So let's harvest these up because we're gonna need the leather and stuff. Okay there, Benny? We are definitely not ready for the named wolves. Alright. See if we can't find a cave, harvest some sort of resources. Oh, there's watermelon. I need to feed Benny, so. There you go, Benny. You're feeling better now, aren't you? Kind of want to stay away from that area with that named wolf back over there. So I think the points we have to unlock next really should go into farming so that we can feed Benny and eventually other tames that we get. But I want to keep working towards massive electronic production. So that we can get things, start automating a few things. So we'll kill a jaguar as it attacks us. Die already. You're doing a good job there, Benny. Sorry, I had to stomp the rabbit with Benny. Traveling through the forest, trying not to find things that want to kill me. It's tough to do when half the planet wants to kill you. I really probably should have done some oxygen bottle work before we left camp. That's not a cave. I was really hoping that would be a cave there. I think we're gonna find a cave at this rate. That sounds like something that wants to eat me too. Cave, where's the cave? Is this a cave? This is a cave. Okay, Benny, here we go. Okay, Benny, you stay here. Let's take all of this stuff and things. Let's go to Benny. We have a bunch of stuff we can put on Benny now. Okay. Now we can go look through the rest of the cave, make sure it's safe. Don't think it will be. If I'm not mistaken, there'll be somebody over here. Okay. All right, now we can begin the process of harvesting. Doesn't this give us XP? All right. Let's consume that. We get a little bit of, actually, yeah, we get our 5 XP boost. So let's harvest all the stuff and things. Probably should get into some more steel production. Okay. Perfect. Okay, and you are platinum. Ooh. Nice. Okay. Let's try not to put the torch out. We should be able to do some leveling up in here. Alright, we gotta go see Benny, because we have too much on us. We can feed him that last watermelon, too. Alright. So much stuff. This is a great cave. Not needing a ton of coal right now, although we can use this to make iron pretty fast, though we've got a lot of charcoal for the job already. From our fireplace, which is fantastic. More platinum. Needed for electronics. All the stuff, all the goodies. So we've cleaned everything out there, so we still have to work our way to the front, but we're making progress. Oof, heavy stuff. Hey Benny, got more junk to put on you. There you go, buddy. I'll be back. All right, could focus on the critical resources that I need. Where's the fun in that? Goes much faster if I actually hit the ore. A lot of platinum in here. Gold. Look at that. If I could ship this off planet without losing everything, I'd be rich. Alright, so we've got aluminum back there yet. Let's go unload since we're at a quick stopping point. Hey Benny. Okay, let's go get that aluminum and keep working our way forward in this cave. Oh, that's gold. That's not aluminum. Iron. Okay, we're gonna level up here. See? Told ya. It's awesome. We got a talent point to spend. We'll do that as soon as we get done harvesting here. We're almost up to Benny. Let's go and unload. Benny has gone up a level. This increases movement speed. I want Benny to be fast. Okay. That's everything up to here. We're cleaning this cave out fast. Nice. Gold. Take this. Alright, looks like we're getting down there. Get all the rest of it. Looks like we only have 3 or 4 nodes to go. Yep, 3 to go. Oh, surprise iron node. Let's just do a quick check. That looks like everything in this cave. Alright, Benny. We have to go outside for a few minutes. And this view is terrible. Turn this off. You stay there for right now. I'm going to chop down a tree quick, buddy. Alright, and then we need some fiber. And we need to make not that many. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5. Minimum. Alright. Let's raise that up. And then we're gonna do that. We're gonna do this. Now we know that cave is done. We can go ahead and put this stuff on Benny. Alright, and we're going to head back to camp. And we're going to find food for Benny on the way. There's some pumpkins, so we're going to stop and harvest all of those. Really want to get water production going because I can make a water. I can make something for water for Benny, automated. Just just going to grab some stuff so I've got it for making seeds, because that's one of the things that I think we need to make. Start producing seeds as part of our plan to get into farming. Now there's some watermelon. There were pumpkins I saw somewhere. Soybeans would be a great thing to get into. Carrots. That's tea. I'd like to have tea. Alright, well there's the soybeans I'm looking for. There was more pumpkin. Can make seeds out of that. Alright. It's gonna take us a while. Oh, there's corn. Let's grab that. Just when I think I'm done. Find more. I gotta get seeds of. Alright. Back to the camp. This was a good trip. Got lots of resources. We got a lot of processing to do now, but we'll get it done. Always work to do. Whoa, that's a bit steep, buddy. Let's try not to fall off the cliff, huh, bud? I know you're tough, but... Or you jump off a cliff tough. I'm trying my best to avoid that named wolf area, because that would not be a good fight for us. We would lose. There's wheat. All right. It's a long walk back. Carrots, but I think we're good. Watermelon. Dang deer. Running through the weeds, using a balance of Benny's stamina. We got a lot of work to do. Oh yeah, camp looks really cool. Gotta say, I like that. I like that a lot. I think for now, Benny, I'm going to just take you into the main cabin. No, I'm going to put you in your spot because you're probably thirsty. I got a few things I can do anyway. Did I make a seed? I did make a seed grinder. So let's put all of this stuff straight in here and make seeds. I kind of want the things that are gonna go bad first up front. Okay. Now it'll make seeds the way I want. Alright, let's take all of the ingots out of here. I don't know really where I want to put them. We need better storage. Let's take a look at... First, let's allocate our talent. Chance to craft a double arrow, increase critical hit multiplier on bows. I don't know that we want to go down that path too terribly much. Habitation. We could get into concrete since we're going to get into that path. Reduce hunger rate. You know what? Being able to carry more wouldn't hurt. Alright, so we have 4 points here. We had a few things we wanted to get into when it comes to farming. We can do an iron crop plot. That would be a good start. I think getting into water will be important, but we need the water pipe, so we're down to 1 point. Have we gotten into composting sufficiently? Yep, we've got a bio of the composter in it. Perfect. I'm gonna hang on to that last point, but I'm gonna have a quick snack. And I'm gonna go and put this here. You know what? Can we do storage cabinets yet? Iron cupboard. That's what we need. To make an iron cupboard, we need rope and iron ingots. Let's just go ahead and make... I don't think that's going to be enough, to be honest with you. But we'll give it a shot. Hey, it is. Let's go ahead and craft one of these for right now. And we're going to plop that down. Right there for now. We're going to just chuck all the ingots in there. We should probably update this. Yep. O2. Not a bad thing to have on you. Right. Then we're gonna go and bring Benny over. He was thirsty. I was right. He drank all of his water. Oops. Let's take Benny in here, and you can go ahead and lay down. And we're gonna take all of the iron out of there. Got more charcoal over here. Take all of that. Actually, that can go out here into the windmill. That would even be cooler. Throw that in there. That's cranking away. Should use all of our resources. Let's put the iron in there. Let's take... Oh. Benny went up again. More speed. Let's put the gold, the platinum, and the copper in there. Perfect. We can come back here. Alright, we can take all the bones. All of this stuff off of Benny now. He doesn't need it. Actually, Benny, let's put you back in your house. And I'll work on getting you food and water here in a couple of minutes as soon as I unload a few things. But I can come over here and I can do this. I can do this. I'm gonna just put that in there. It's gonna take a while on its own. Good. Progress. Let's go over here. Can we throw... And I've got more charcoal here. We got charcoal to last. Oh, might as well take this out of there so we can put that in the creature deterrent. The leather can go in here. It's just taking most of the afternoon to get things cleaned up. But if you watch in the upper left, you can see we're going up in XP fast. Oops. Yeah, we need to do a little bit of remodeling to this when we get to that point. Can we actually do stone bricks? We can actually make stone bricks. Oh, and I've made a bunch of them. But what I need is refined wood, tree sap, and steel screws. So we need all that steel to get done and processed. We take all of this, maybe we can make more steel. Oh, and I gotta go and get Benny food and water. Just want to get things running. Alright, I know there's some pumpkins over here. That'll be a good way to tide Benny over while we get food production up and running. I thought there were pumpkins over here. Well, let's grab the berries at least. That's a Komodo. It's not a pumpkin. Persistent little bugger. Yeah. Resources. I guess there wasn't. What's my water level looking? Should be able to give him some water from that. Something killed a terror horse up here. Let's not let it go to waste or draw in our other predators. Wow. Everything wants to take a bite out of me today. I'm close enough. I'm still getting the crafted item XP, which is fantastic news. Alright, let's go feed and water Benny. Get some salt water for myself. And process this stuff. Hey, Benny. Put those berries in there. Take that meat off of there. And I'll put the water in there. There you go, buddy. You have a good night, pal. You look like you needed that. We'll come down here. Go to the canteen. Put that in there. And then up the hill to the windmill. See how that job's going. It went well. We've got lots of iron to work with, or steel. We're gonna go ahead and craft that. We'll put that in there. This won't take long, so then we'll just go ahead and make epoxy right away. We've got steel production worked out. That's good. We needed it, especially as I want to upgrade the cabin. Alright. We can walk away from that for the night. Come in here and shut the door. Let's go over here. Let's make rope out of all the fiber we have on us. We can throw that. Oops. Sort this. What did I put in here that I don't need in there? Okay. Come in here. Put that in there. Yep, we're cranking out steel. Perfect. We've got raw meat. Let's go ahead and throw that. We don't really need to throw that on there. Put that on there. We can put this in here, but we need some wood. Perfect. All right. Okay. Get rid of the bees and the beeswax, or the honeycomb over here. Making progress. All right. Now, there's a couple areas we want to get into. We want to start being able to make stone brick to get this going. I'd kind of like to maybe change these out to regular walls and maybe make this 2 stories tall, or maybe we just, yeah, we could start on building the bridge across, which is going to take an awful lot of resources. I'm thinking stone pillars rather than stone brick pillars to build a platform, because then we can actually just start building out here the construction location, and then move all of this stuff over there. Yeah, it's a lot of work. To do that, we're going to need a lot of stone, just a lot of stone, leather, wood, and nails, which is fine. But for farming, because we want to get something going, so for the farm plot, iron crop plot, we need sulfur, dirt, and iron. Ooh, we got more steel here. Oops. So we're gonna have to get some sulfur, because I don't think we have much. I think everything we have is in here. Yep. dirt? Did I see dirt in here? Little. Okay. Yeah, we need more. We need iron. Iron isn't a problem. Iron is the least of our problems. The cement mixer, but we've already got that. Oh man, we had a bunch of silica in here. We could start making concrete. That might be better than just the stone for the supports. Alright. But we need to get this sorted. So we need sulfur and dirt. Do I have my shovel on me? Repair. Might as well repair the hammer. Come out here. That's all the dirt we needed. Okay. Put that back in here. And we're getting our seeds made. Good. That is unneeded there. That is unneeded. That is unneeded. Perfect. We can feed that to Benny. Yeah. More food for Benny. There. All right. It's getting late. Let's sleep through the rest of the night. Grab some breakfast. Let's take the stringy meat again. All right. This is doing gangbusters on the steel. Sweet. All right. So we need sulfur. Let's go ahead and put this in here. I'm going to go find the sulfur before I do anything else, because I'm going to forget again. Seriously? Man. Hey, choir. How's it going? I'm trying to do too many things again at once, and I keep forgetting what I was working on. Alright, we can make at least one crop or iron plot now. I have to water it by hand, which is a pain. Added a windmill. Okay, we should be able to make that iron farm plot now. Can't make two. Need more copper wire. I'm not going to worry about it. I don't want more than one right now. Till I'm able to start automating some of this stuff. And we're just going to put it down over here for now. Alright. So I collected a bunch of stuff to make seeds. The best thing I know of to work with is soybean. It's a pretty good producer and the animals like it. Alright, we watered the garden and it's growing. Alright, so since that's going, maybe we should start working on the water pump. So I need to make gold wire, copper wire, and platinum sheathing. But otherwise, we're pretty much golden. There's platinum, gold, copper, some steel. So we can come in here. I gotta unlock the platinum sheathing. And I don't have a point for it. I guess I'm not doing that. Until I go up a level. But I can do this. So let's go ahead and do that. That. That'll get us closer to going up a level. And then I can unlock the platinum sheathing and I can do water automation, which would be fantastic news. This is actually doing pretty good. Can make more biofuel cans to keep that getting filled up. Alright, so we can make the water pump now, which is great. Because this can go down here. This is a bit of a pain to get to, but for now. Okay. All right. How are you doing? Not terrible. Okay. So, we want to make... I don't have a lot, but I need a ton of these. So, I need to make steel rebar and steel screws. Let's make 10 of those and a bunch of these. And we need a bunch of stone. What have I got on me? Platinum and sulfur. Probably should have brought Benny, but just want to grab some stone, get that going. Ooh. Wasn't expecting that. I should, because it's whenever I don't want it that happens. Yeah, next time I'll take Benny. I should just go collect a bunch of wood and stone with Benny and be done with it. I just don't have storage yet. Almost. There we go. Alright. Make a bunch of that. Let's go over here. We're gonna collect all of this. I guess we'll clear this and start over because I made a mess. Yeah, there's a lot of this stuff getting cranked out here. Just gonna fill this up. Maybe not. But we got enough. But 7 is not enough. Alright. Still making stuff here. Awesome. Check our garden. Growing fine. Alright. What do we need? We need wood and tree sap to make biofuel. Take all of that. We're going to make a few more biofuel cans, which I believe is just iron. Okay. And we're going to put those in here. Sort that out. Alright, we just need wood in there. Let's see if we've got any laying around. Can I use sticks instead of wood? I can. I got lots of sticks and I don't have a whole lot of use for them. This, which works as well. Okay. We're making more biofuel. This can goes down into the water pump. But I'm not turning it on yet. I need a better one. I'm gonna see if I can't make a stair thing. Let's see, still growing. Got nails laying. Yeah, we do. Rather than making them. Craft 3 of those. Just put the nails in here. That's better. All right. Let's see if we can't get a reasonable way back up and down. That didn't work so good. Well, that works. It's not pretty, but it works, so we're gonna do it. Just didn't want to swim that every single time. Alright. Still cranking that out. We're gonna need so much to get across here. I'm half tempted to just start with wood. Because I had some pre-made, I believe. I got 12. Work with those and the concrete. if we can get water piped up here, we'll move that. Put it over here just to get the water going. Should speed things up substantially. Does it need watering? I don't know if it needs watering. Yep. That's annoying. Alright, let's go fix some tools. Can I repair that? Nope. So that's still cranking out resources. We're onto the gold. Okay. So this is probably going to be a very dangerous job, and I'm probably going to die. So I can upgrade these. So the question is, I suppose I can do stone for now. I need stone. I need stone. So much stone requirement. Did I have any platforms laying around? I do have a few. They're not great, but they're a start. So if I can get across there, then I can build out over this. Hopefully. So to make those, I just need wooden fiber. So let's go and do that. Because wooden fiber is a better starting than cement because it just takes so much. So much. Yeah, there's those pumpkins I was looking for. Seriously, it's busy here. Now it's gonna rain and I'm gonna get wet. I guess we grab this tree and bunch of this stuff as quickly as I can. This storm's coming in fast. Alright, so now we make... That's a good start. Alright, we've been making cement. Let's actually hold off on making anything with that until I know. So I'm thinking a cement walkway is better than a wood walkway. They're making some decent progress, though. If I could just level up and make that platinum, then we'd be in really good shape. I just wish the storms would go away and leave me alone for a while. Really like to be working, please. Let's see if I can pick this up before I take too much damage from the storm. We can actually just put that right back down. Is our windmill holding up? Fine. And this is ready to harvest, so let's do that right away so it keeps growing. And we got 12 soybean. I mean, not bad. Not great, but not bad. Got some decent ingots going. Alright, let's take this stuff out of here and throw it all in here. Sort it. We can kind of see what we got. We're doing pretty good. Don't have a lot of iron ingots in there, but we got a lot of them in here. Not bad. No copper, but to make our water thing, yep, we have everything we need. And then we need to start really drilling into this. We've got the steel. We need the gold. We need copper to be able to make electronics. And excuse me. Alright. I think we'll be fine if we come down here and do some work now. good on reaching from there. Maybe. Oh, hi. Did that hurt? Kind of need the resources, so better take what I can when I can get it. Alright. See if we can finish building this up to get us over here. Okay. Nope, that didn't work. I may be stuck down here. Gotta go a long way, I guess. And that's a jaguar. Gotta level this up. Heal that wound right away. We're in much better shape. Harvest these little boys. Okay. Let's do the platinum sheeting, get that done, so we can actually make the water tool. Now, let's put the bones in here. Deal with them. Feel like a giant. Grind your bones to make my bread. Well, epoxy anyway. Right. Throw the meat in there to cook. That in there. Let's go give Benny the soybeans. He needs it. Perfect. There you go, buddy. You know what? You can wander a little bit in there. Alright. Talent. We have a couple of points to spend here. Yep. We're going to increase our weight capacity to the max. We have a solo point we can spend on increased yield from mining ore deposits. That's a good one. And the tech tree, we need the platinum sheathing. We need to go make 4 of those. And that's right there. We craft that. I guess we had enough in there to do it. And now we can make the water piping tool. Woohoo! Upgrades. Progress. Craziness. Okay. You know what? We're gonna go ahead and just pick this up for now. We're gonna set this up the right way. We do lose the seed from that. We're gonna see about just putting that there. Okay, then we can take this, go like that, No, I want straight. I don't want curvy. And then if I do this, it's on. This is getting water. We go grab a seed. What's a good seed? A watermelon. We need to make more watermelon seeds, so we'll start with watermelon. Now I just have to walk by and harvest. I don't actually maintain it. That'll save me a lot of time. Progress. Alright. So we've also got the posts down to get all the way across, but we don't have a bridge there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do 6 concrete floors. And we'll get those down. We're going to go ahead and move this. I think we might be able to squeeze that in by the mill. Maybe? He says with a question, and maybe not. Fine. We'll just put it there for now. I'm going to put all of this stuff back there because it's easier to store there. And don't you break on me. You have no reason to break. You have plenty of support. Looks like we need to go a little further. So one more at least. Probably one of these. Okay. Oh, we lost that railing because I took the thing down. Don't you break. Right. Stairs. Woohoo! We have way across. We really need another one of those to get us all the way down. I'm tempted though to go one more. And put this like that. That was weird. Okay, well let's see what the problem is. Make one more of these. And another one of these. Okay. Ow. Stop it. Damn you. Oh, seriously, I'm so busy trying to do stuff, and the storms just to keep a-coming. Alright. Do I have an antibiotic? I have one. Yes. Okay, so what's the problem here? Is that seriously the problem? Okay, well, whatever. We now have a fully functioning platform to get across. Nice. Alright. The problem is we're going to need to do a lot of work to build out a workshop off of here. We wanted to get into glass making. Really need to get to that. Definitely don't have the points to get there. So if we do glass jar and kitchen bench. Oops. So if we go to kitchen bench, what do we need for that? Iron. Easy. Nope, I put it away. Let's craft that up. Put that back. Go in here, we can make all kinds of stuff, including animal fat. We're gonna go ahead and make that. But with the jars, you can can stuff. It's a question of... So carrots, we can carrots. That's not bad. We have carrot seeds, I believe. Yes, yes we do. So we can actually preserve carrots. So we'll switch to carrots from watermelon when this batch is done, which will be awesome. Let's take this out of the inventory. Dried stringy meat. That bridge across is nice and helpful. I'm not going to put railings on it at this time. I think that would be a waste of resources. I think what we need to do is we need to focus on getting the rest of the platform built. I'm trying to think of what's the cheapest resource I can use. Because I'd really like to get the reinforced glass floors and do that. I think that would look awesome. Walls, I'm thinking probably concrete. But we got to get pillars down first. Kind of. Big storm. Oops. No, it's not Benny that's hungry. That's good. It's getting late. Benny, you got food and water. Yep. How you doing, pal? You doing okay? Question is, what should I be focusing on next? I would love to get these going, but I need copper. That's the biggie, I think. Do I have some in here? Nope. What we need is a copper mine. Got a few platinum ingots. Making some progress. Then we're going to get glass. Oh, I've got a bunch of copper here. I could move that up in the queue. Alright, it is time. We can sleep. Get to the next day. We can look at what we've got on us. Let's destroy those. And craft a few more of these. Alright. So, the question becomes, how do we want this to work? No, that's not good. Do I want a gap between that building and what I build over the bridge? I think so. Or do I build a warehouse? I think I should build the factory over there. And in the middle, I can actually make that animal barn and make housing and gardening here. Well, I gotta go down the hill. Okay. So let's do some plotting over on the other side. So if I come down a half flight and I build foundations, that works. So I want to go and this is just for me to plot out how big I want to make it. So if it's 1, 2, 3, 4, I can go 5 wide by 3. It's 2. I make a 5 by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I make it 5 by 5, that'll be a good sized warehouse or factory. The problem is, it's gotta be at that level. So 2, 3, it's 5 by 5, 25 foundations, plus maybe more. I suppose I could use dirt under some of it, but for this, I'm not. I need so much concrete. Can I do dirt foundations and get away with it? Probably. What do I need for dirt foundations? Dirt. Okay. I think I have a few sitting around. That'll be a good start. I need my shovel again. We can at least start with the dirt foundations and see where that takes us. Why are you collapsed? Alright, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it because I can't stack dirt too high? Is that what you're telling me here, game? I think that's what you're trying to tell me. Yep. So I can do... Oops. Like this. But that row is going to have to be stone or something else. So let's go ahead and pick up all of the resources that I've got here. I could swap out the dirt for stone foundations. It's a little cheaper than concrete. Just want the lucky swing where it takes out the whole rock. Come on. Thank you. It's nice when a plan comes together. What are you gonna need? You're gonna need leather. You're gonna need nails. Got it. You go ahead and do that. I'm gonna go over here and see if I can do this. I can, so that's a good thing. Alright. Sure wish I could see through the dirt. Oops. Alright, so we're going to put dirt down where it actually shows, and then we're going to put stone on top of that. Take all of the pillars out that I put in, mark things out. Okay, so we've got that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that should give us a solid base. And we can always cover that up with concrete skirting if we really want to. The nails should be ready. Alright, so got 3 of them out there. I needed 25, so I need 22 more. Ouch. I think. Well, let's start with the 15 and see where we're at. Let's go check on that watermelon. It'd be nice if that was done so I could start working on pickled carrots. That's the word I was looking for. Carrots. Alright, let's see. So we've got 1.5 of these filled. We need to bring over wood or sticks or something. But I've still got 10. I don't have to worry about this section for now. Once this is done, we'll move all of the manufacturing stuff over here, but I don't think we're going to get this done today because it's going to take time to get this all converted, or all the concrete I need to make it too high. I'm thinking more of an industrial park look. A big square 2-story, and not going to be super pretty. Not like I was doing with this. Okay. One more. Come on. I really probably should put railings up, though. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we do need 2, 4, 6, 7 more. But making some pretty good progress here. If I can get the foundation and maybe get started on the walls. Come on, one punch, take out the rock again. Come on. You can do it. See? I told you could do it. And then what we'll end up doing is we'll just raise this and take those 2 out and just put it all the way to the front of this. And those can go off to the side to get down lower. Put that in there. We need 6. What are we short? Nails again. A lot of nails. So we need 4 more. So close. All right. So we need 10 walls per side to start with to get the thing done. So 10, 40 of them. And we can make 5 because we need more concrete. And to make more concrete, we need stone. Well, we've got some stone over here. Ain't gonna be nearly enough, but all right. one more of those. I just used up all my stone. Dang it! Come on, one punch it again. You can do it. Come on. Cutting the rock. Alright. We're gonna go with what I've got. Need one of these. The rest of these go in here to make more. Not much. Alright, we take this, we go finish the platform. Jump! Alright. Jump! Try not to overshoot. That would suck. Alright. And we can make jars in here with glass. And did you run out of fuel? You ran out of fuel. Good thing I got extra. Okay. There. Alright. If I could get at least one wall done, I'd be happy. Sure. Let's go check the watermelon. So I want to plant the carrots. It is getting there. Let's throw the extra 2 in there. We've got some oxide. Let's put that in there. I bet we can make glass beams, which would be kind of cool out there. So I need 1, 2, 3. I think if we just come to here and we put the door here and we put the stair down there, that'll work just fine. 3 flat platforms. And Benny actually has a few on him. Wood, but there are 2 of them, and he went up again. So he's maxed out now. It's not much, but alright, so if we put this and this, and then that, like that. And then we can take, just for giggles, I don't like that gap under there, like that. Okay. I'd really like to go one more platform. But we can go here. That's fine. Woohoo! So we're getting glass. Let's grab some iron. And let's see. No. We only need like 10. Crap. Put that in there. Put that in there. We need some salt. We need jars. Come over here. Put the salt and the jars in there. All we need are carrots. We could pick carrots and do it. Just have to find them. Check the watermelon. It's getting there. I think there were some carrots up here though. Because once we preserve them, they don't go bad. So it's food that we can carry with us no matter what. Alright. Carrots are a little hard to see. So there's some. Grab a bunch. I keep hearing a Komodo. But we got the carrots. Let's head back and see if we can't preserve some. Be nice to have something other than just meat. Oh, we need water running to this. Simple enough. We get benefits from that, so we'll just take and use as much as we can in places. Guess what? I think we have water running to this, which means that's going to be even faster. This is going to be functional now. We can make that. This takes water, but I'm not going to worry about water on this right now because we're going to be moving it. Yeah, we got carrots coming. Sweet. Alright, we've got 10 of these, and we need 3 of them. Let's go ahead and make seeds out of those, though. We've got 6 jars of pickled carrots. We have now got... Ooh, something happened. Oh, I've built 1,000 concrete pieces now. Alright, let's go finish the build over here. Let's get across this and go boom, boom. Put one here too, just to keep it from freaking out. Alright, and then we can do... And we don't need the second one. Sweet. And then we can go... And we've got a quarter of the walls up. We'd have to do the floor yet, but I'm thinking we'll do those in pretty wood. So we need 25 of those. That means a lot of copper nails, so... yeah. Don't really have much there. So we're going to definitely need to do a lot of copper hunting. But we're making some progress. I'm going to go ahead and throw this back in here. Just because I don't need to carry it on me. I've got 2 wood floors that can go in here. I've got bones to grind. So we'll go over here. Grind them bones. We'll make epoxy. And we'll check on the watermelon. Oh, it's almost ready. It is so close to ready now. We'll harvest that and we'll plant carrots because I think that'll be good. Are we out of salt? Because we might have to start looking for salt too. Yeah, we're a little short on salt. So that's where our biggest, that and carrots is where our problem's going to come in now. Which is not insurmountable. You don't need water, do you? No. Oof. Can I please not be stuck on stuff? The watermelon's ready. And let's plant the carrot seeds. And we'll give the watermelon to Benny. I got a water Benny. Another thing we got to get into is the automated watering dish for animals. And I'm out of tech points. Dang it. But I think that might be tier 4 anyway. We're getting closer to tier 4. Alright, so... yeah. We definitely need to start collecting resources. We need silica. We need a lot of silica to get this job done. But we know what we need to do and what we plan to do, so that's a good start. Let's go put up these walls since I got them made. I'm gonna put the door in just so that it's done. You know, I can make a double door. That might actually be useful. Hey, silica. And since I can't get across, I wonder if I need to put a door here. Could use that ramp to get out. Got it made. Yeah, that's not going to go very far. But I can go over and put this ramp down over here so that I can actually gain access proper. And we'll put a door here to get over into this area if we need to. Hello, wolf. That's a kiwi. Aren't you a cute little fella? I need to make bandages. Wait till the last second. He attacked me. Wanted to see if there was more silica over here while I'm ahead, so... And let's get our arrow back from this one, too. Sulfur, silica... There's a bunch of silica over there. Let's take a look up here. Beehive. Salt. Don't really want to mess with the bees just right now, so... Salt and silica. Can't wait to get the workshop built. Get stuff out of that space. Maybe we'll level up enough I can start building the house. The main living quarters in the middle. That looks pretty good though. Tear down the old barn, put them in the main other building. Grab the stuff down here quick. Can't wait until we start getting into some more of the automation power generation. It's tough to get started, but once you do, things go a little easier. Silica. So there's actually quite a bit of silica over here. If we can get a deep mine going, we have that silica mine right next to the tower, or the camp, cabin, house, whatever we want to call it. Getting that going would be fantastic. That's oxide. We may not be able to finish harvesting everything over here that we want to take back. So the next major task is to get enough copper to get a deep miner going. And we get that going on the silica, and we should be able to start creating concrete fast enough to finish the factory production. So once we've got the factory up and running, the factory building anyway, we can start expanding out living quarters and stuff. It'll look much nicer. Not be quite so crowded in the house. You're so cute. Alright. Oxide, sulfur. Pumpkin. There's the kiwi nest. Alright, so we've got salt, we've got oxide to get going. Put all of that in there. Unfortunately, we don't have much stone in there now. That's a problem. Let's put all of the salt in there. We can actually make this, because I can actually make a torch with that stuff. Oh, we're gonna cook the bacon though. Here, put this here. This thing has been saving our bacon pretty good. Let's go and grind the bones. Let's go put leather and fur away. We definitely need to start getting some organization going. We are messy. Messy, messy. This is doing... Oh, we got the copper made. Oops. Let's go ahead and do this. Make some copper wire. Wait. No, we need copper wire. So to make the deep mine, we need 10 electronics total. And I'm short epoxy. Good thing we've been cranking that out over here. It's probably not as much as I'd really like, but it's better than what we had otherwise. Right? And we need steel. We have a little steel. Okay. So for the deep miner, that and that, we need, oh, yeah, we need 10 copper ingots, which we have. We need 4 of these. Let's just make 6. Grab these. Go here. And we... we're short 1. Alright. We have a deep deep miner. We have a silica deposit here. We take this and we put it in here. And now that will mine silica. So all we have to collect is stone to generate concrete now. That's an improvement. It's a big improvement. I'm curious. Can I feed that thing since it's hungry? I definitely need bandages. Straight in there. Right, consume that. Okay. Keep trying to feed it, but it's not eating. It's gonna starve to death because it's stuck. But, whatever. Okay. This is not the fastest miner, but it's better than what I have having to do it all manually. Benny's sleeping. Closing up for the night. Have to listen to the miner all night now. And we're gonna this, because I can learn to make a lantern that runs on that, which would be more effective than biofuel lamp. That's not the one. It must be tier 2. I'll find it though. Yep, the lantern. So that runs on animal fat, which it's brighter, and we can get animal fat in spades right now. So it is out here, but I need to hunt. Oh, it's a deer. Okay, the carrots are growing. Our windmill is doing fantastic. And we've got composter going. We've got a mine. We managed to build the bridge across the ravine, the river. And we've got the basic layout for a workshop in place. I'll want to make it nicer, but we got to start with the core. But I think on that note, we are doing good, and I think we're going to probably call it here, because it's getting late, and it's time for sitting by the fire and kicking my feet up and relax, and figuring out what we're going to do in the next stream. Copper is a high priority. We got to get copper going. If we can find a deep mine or deep vein to get copper going, get a couple more levels, get to the point where we can do electrical mining. Those things are much faster than these biofuel miners. That would be fantastic. But we're doing fantastic. We're doing pretty well. We haven't spent a ton of time, and I'm not pushing real super hard to get through this fast, but we're making progress. So I think on that note, folks, we're gonna call it an episode. Nothing is guaranteed, such a thin line in between. So y'all have a good week. Until next time. Bye-bye.